Alright, guys, welcome back. Today is January 20th, 2023, and so I'm gonna be sending you all the StreamYard link in the description box there. So, yeah. Hope everyone is here.
Hey there.
Yeah, hello.
It's me. If you need me to like
Alright.
show my fan real quick, if you to show it's me, there. You, I'm gonna actually set my profile picture.
How have you been?
Huh?
How have you been?
Last night was not so good, but today is
Why? What happened?
just family issues, you know.
Oh,
A lot of times I deal with family issues. Plus, been
yeah.
very, very,
Last
very busy.
last night wasn't good for me, unfortunately, because of a bad weather. We almost had a thunderstorm last night.
Yeah. You know what? Um, what gonna have to, I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna have to like make sure my room's like kind of clean though. So yeah, I don't know what else, but I just have to do what I have to do.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm busy all the time. So
Uh, have you ever heard of smart thermostats?
I think so.
Yeah. Don't you hate the ones that are analog thermostat and digital ones, the ones that you can't control off your phone with?
Oh, the are you talking about the ones that you can actually control with your phone?
Yeah.
So my papa has one. My papa, he actually has. He can actually control it from his phone.
Yeah. I might do a video on it. I don't know.
He can
It all depends on what I.
he can actually
Oh,
see who's at the front door. He can actually lock the door from his phone. He actually has security set up, and he actually plans on getting solar panels on his house. And I'm also going to replace his ceiling fans with the ones that I'm going to be doing art on the blades. My step grandma.
but if you are getting a brand new thermostat, I would highly recommend a smart thermostat.
Yeah, I might get one in Tahlequah.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna have a fun time with it. Not
Yeah,
really fun,
I'm gonna.
but a fun
I
time.
will be putting it in. Like when I get my own house in Tahlequah, I will get one. Actually,
And you know, some ceiling fans in some places actually controlled by a thermostat.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
Well, I like to collect vintage ceiling fans, but the pretty much the only vintage ceiling fan I got in my collection is my Huntington, basically.
yeah, I might do a video of the thermostat. I'm not really sure.
Because my Huntington's actually over 20 years old.
The one I have right now is like the white Rogers thermostat. It it's like really old. It's like worn out. It really has to
Yeah,
go.
I do got a digital thermostat, but it's not smart. But
That's
we
what I
can't
got.
change it out because we're in a rental. I'm in a rental. I pay basically at both places. I don't get why. But my
That's
my
all.
mom my mom in a month away is moving to Tennessee.
Well, that is very lame.
Huh?
I said that's very lame
Well, why is that?
because not changing the thermostat in some house is like very lame on him.
Yeah. My grandma's unit don't work at all. So my grandma basically cannot even turn her AC on. It's been broken since um like it's actually been broken because it's like old, It's old. It's been broken before my grandma got the Huntington. And you know what? That fan's actually the first fan my grandma ever chose. It's and that unit's been dead before that.
Sorry.
Before my grandma put the Huntington in her living room. Like that's the fan and you know the fan in my bedroom right now? It's not in my profile picture. That's one of my profile pictures on the display. But my Huntington is actually in my room right now. And that was in her living room before.
Now, there will some things I would tell you. You remember Hawaiian Florida Fan Man? He actually has a thermostat remote control to a ceiling fan.
I didn't I did not know that at all, but I need to try to get one.
Yeah. Basically, Casablanca has been making, or any ceiling fan really, any brand of ceiling fan is making remotes with thermostat control on them and such like that.
Yeah, I have actually heard about that before. Like I've actually been around a ceiling fan a long time ago with the thermostat, and I didn't like this was way before I started fan collecting. Like basically when I started fan collecting, I started getting interested in looking at other ceiling fan videos on YouTube, even though I didn't even upload ceiling fan videos until 2021. And but then I took my channel back down because of fan community drama, and I deleted my old videos and came back in 2022 and dealt with drama again. But I said, well, screw y'all, I'm not doing this. That's what I said. I'm gonna try my best to stay out of the drama so hard. Like,
Yeah.
if anyone wants to cause drama with me,
Excuse me.
if anyone wants to like bring drama with me, I'm like, no, you're freaking up. I'm not doing this. I'm not just blocking.
I think Cuomo's fan channels, you know, I know I probably shouldn't say this, but he has a G, I should say.
Huh? Yeah, I already blocked it. I already blocked his face. I blocked his face off my channel. So all my channels. I blocked his face off all of my channels. And I didn't let his face come back.
Yeah, that's what I said in the prior chat.
Yeah. But you know what? Mel, and Colin, if you know who Colin Collects Fan is, I blocked his face too because he's an idiot. He wants to cause drama for no reason. So he like
There was one time he was making fun of me before.
Colin.
Colin, yeah.
Yeah, Colin's rude to a lot of people. Like, you know what? That's why he don't have any friends.
Yeah.
And that's why one day he's going to lose Aiden as a friend.
Uh-huh.
Like,
people
I don't get it.
People just need to improve their behavior, man. Because like
before Colin
excuse me.
started, like, there's sometimes like Colin was just fine when he was in Ryan Dan's old channel stream.
Yeah.
But now he's just a total B.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it, but he's a total B.
Yeah. So
he started turning into a dippet, basically. And you know what? He can literally just shut his face up because he just wants to cause drama. So you know what? He can shut his face up.
Has there ever been some friends that still like you as of today?
Huh?
Has there been more friends that still like you as of today?
Oh yeah. Not just this community. There's other communities too. They're like, I got some friends in the clock community, door closer community, gotcha community.
For me,
All
since I've updated my channel description, I do like ceiling fans, weather, uh, like lights, portable fans, you know, everything like that.
yeah. And you know what? I'm also thinking about joining in the art. I might think about joining the art community one day because I'm actually
Oh
an
yeah,
artist. Did you know I've actually made a castle?
well, and also I do
I've actually
tornado
been drawing a
slurs
lot. And did
videos.
you know that I was the art student of this week at school? Like I heard my name on the announcements when they were like saying congratulations to the artist of the week, and they said my name.
Well,
Like I
sorry, I'm
got like
just.
I got rewards from that, you know. And you want to
Nice.
see like some rewards that I got from being the artist of this week.
No, what's with me today?
It's in my closet right now.
But I gotta tell you something.
Oh, it's not in my closet. It's in my
I
closet.
also do videos of tornado sirens.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
And did you
I can see what Carlos Fanchel had said. Yeah. He's he is that, yeah.
and you know what? I've actually been like working so hard on my art to the point that I became the artist of the week.
Oh
And
man. He like put 3 channels down on a list.
yeah, this is what happens with the artist of the week. I get like a whiteboard. My school, I get like a small whiteboard that's gonna go on my ceiling fan display. This one's gonna probably be on in my setup in the where the Huntington's at. This is a notebook that I got as an art, probably for my sketch all this stuff. And this is the markers for the whiteboard. And I got like pens, highlighters, pencil, and I've actually got some erasers nice erasers. And you know what? I think I might actually just open this up now. Because, to be honest, I'm gonna put my stuff back in the bag. So, like, did you know I also fixed the? Did you know I've also fixed the doors to the art room? I've actually fixed the door closer on the art, both of them. One, the outside door, that was the slamming door, and the one on the classroom door, that was a loose closer. And I tightened the closer on the loose one, and I also slowed down the closer. I already know how to slow down a door closer, and and also the cover on the closer was just being held up by tape because of the fact that it kept falling off, and I tightened it up, and it ain't going nowhere. I even tugged on it, so it don't go nowhere. All right, I took it out of the box, and this is what I got. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the old. I'm gonna later when I can. I'm gonna take all this stuff back in the. I take all this. Put all this back in. Oh, oh, shoot. All right. And now for the setup, I'm gonna go ahead and put this. Guess I got new stuff on it too. I might put it on right here. I'm not putting it on my Huntington, people. I'm not going to put it on my Huntington because I want to leave it just like this. And there it is. What happens if you're are the art student of the week? You get rewards. I was the I was actually the art student this week. Like, you want to see like one of the you want to see what I did to the art? You want to see what I also did? I did this too, and I've actually been drawing these. I did not draw that one though. A friend of mine drew that for me. I had it on my door, then I put it over here. I drew that one. That one. I made that stamp. I drew this one. I drew this one, and I drew all of these. I actually drew that from my phone, and I drew these two and these two as well. I've and I also draw. I also drew this and all all the a lot of the stuff on the door on my bedroom door. I drew those too. Most of them are actually been. Most of them I actually did on my own, and I actually put lights in the door too. Huh. Why is there cat litter in my? Oh, I have to deal with cat litter in my room sometimes, so they're gonna be sticking to my feet because there's litter boxes, the cat litter boxes, in front of my stinking door. And you want to see what I did in my door? All right, I'm gonna mute my mic. So I actually made this as well, and this too. I just did this for fun. This one I also wanted to do. I also plan on doing that for my ceiling fans that
Nice.
don't have extensions. And I put my pen up there just because I can. I'm gonna turn these lights back off. So did you see what I did on my door?
Yes.
Did you also saw I got a lot of stuff on the door too? I actually drew all of those. A lot of those. Even though that some of them actually, even though some people might say, "Oh, you didn't do those," I actually did. Did you know I actually made like an 8-pointed God's eye too? But that's at the school still.
Oh my god.
Like, did you know I never did a God's eye before, and I actually did a really good 8-pointed God's eye? I actually did a coilable too, and that's hanging on my wall where my stop sign would which a teacher made me like a couple years ago when 3 years ago when I was a seventh grader. But I'm a sophomore now, so I had that stop sign probably since I had my Casablanca Common Zephyr. Basically, I had my stop signs the same time I had the same year as I had my Casablanca Common Zephyr, basically. And this is my yarn starting to come undone. because I've been actually hitting my head on this a lot. But I actually made this coil bowl too, hung it up on my wall to put some stuff in there. And then there's a stop sign. I'm gonna turn. Did you know I like to run the Huntington always on high all the time?
Did not know that. Nice.
Yeah, when I always ran the Huntington on high all the time. Back then, it was in my grandma's living room. One time, I ticked off my dad when I turned it on high once. When I ticked him off because it blew all of his work papers off the end table, all of them. Like he had a lot of work papers, and it blew all of them off. Like, did you know the power? Did you see the power of my Huntington? Like before I put it up, when I had the big blades on it, it basically sucked two pieces of paper off the floor and went right in the blades. That was crazy. I even showed my grandma that, and she said that is that's powerful. I mean it's always been powerful since my grandma had it, but then the capacitor went bad and then I changed it back out. Do you know I still have the bad capacitor on me? I've I've actually been working hard with, like, did you know this is the fan I worked most of my time on? I worked most of my time on this fan. I did a lot more than what I did with the others. Like I went through replacing the reverse switch, both the full switches, capacitor, the light socket, and the Capri. I just only replaced the full switches. Castle from Zephyr, I only replaced the fan switch, and then um and then my San Marino didn't have a problem. I just wanted to replace the light kit just for fun, and I liked it better that way. But this one, I replaced all the full switches and the reverse switch too, the capacitor and this light socket. This is an unoriginal one. This is a 660 watt, and the others are 60 watts. Did you know that one time the metal piece that holds the the light bulb in place? So do you want to know? Do you know what? Did you know about the metal piece that holds the light socket in place, the light bulb in place, right? So basically, it like holds it in place, but I over tightened it one time and it broke out, and I was like, oh no. And then like a few weeks after, I changed the light socket out and put a new one in before 2022, before I even moved out too. But then I never had that fan. I never been around that fan for like over a year, and then I said, you know what? I'm taking that fan back home. And you want to know how long I need to keep it up in my room? And you know what? I might actually keep it up in my room until all the way until July. That's the longest I had a ceiling fan. Will be installing a ceiling fan in my new room. Like a pre, I've been taking it down sometimes and putting it back up, taking it back down, putting it back up. Last time I had it back up is when I had the three-way switch on there, and then I just installed it at my mom's, no, not my mom's, my fan display at my grandma's, and then I had my San Marino in my room,
And then I installed that in my old room where the Huntington was at, and then took the San Marino and took the Huntington home. Like I'm happy my grandma let me keep let me have that take that fan back down because I was worried that I would not have it anymore. But I said, well, I know that house is going to be sold soon, so I'm definitely taking it back. I'm definitely taking it home. Plus, my grandma bought that, and it was a major childhood to me, and I don't want to be having a day where I don't see it anymore. I'm going to keep it on me forever. And you know what? No one's going to stop me from having that Huntington in my collection, and that's I'm happy my grandma actually gave it to me in 2019. And then my dad one time wired the fan wrong one time where the light did not work. He did wire the fan and neutral right, but he did not wire the light. He put the light on the ground wire. I'm like, no, that's not how you wire a ceiling fan. You put the fan and light together on the black wire and the neutral on the white wire. And I was the one who basically fixed it, basically. Like I basically fixed the fan. I've actually been fixing the fan a lot. And there's one time when he wired the fan wrong, he thought that I was messing with the fan. I was like, no, I didn't. Fan's just perfectly fine. And he just thought that I was messing with the fan. And I said, no, you wired the fan wrong. That's what it was. And I know how to wire a ceiling fan now. I know how to like work with a ceiling fan. The only thing I don't know how to do is replace a motor in a ceiling fan. Because you don't know if it could be the right type. And sometimes it cannot be the right type. It really depends on what you've got. I mean, the thing is, sometimes you gotta like really look for it. And I have to make sure that I have a 5 bladed one that actually works in the Huntington. But the thing is, Adam, Summit's here. Hey, Adam. All right. And you know
Yeah,
what?
I see.
The
Hello?
thing is, you're safe. It's actually Summit. I know. And you know what? And you know what? My Huntington's still on high right now, and I one time ran it on high. Last night I ran it on high all night, and it's still working till this till right now. But I do turn it off when I leave because I don't really need it running all the time. Like there's no
Oh, okay.
reason for it to be.
Talking right
I run
now.
the Centerville because it's a rental thing, but I don't run the Huntington because that's a major childhood. I did run the other fans that I had installed in my room, but I don't want to run Huntington too much because one, bad bearings, and two, my grandma actually gave that to me, and I really love that band so much. And I don't want to take it down. I want to keep it up there for a long time, like 6 to 7 months, basically. You know what? No one's going to stop me from having my Huntington. And you know what? Did you know that someone impersonated Ryan Dan?
I
Yeah.
know he did.
Did you
Horsepower.
know? Do you know that? I know who impersonated Ryan Dan on Twitter and YouTube. It was Max.
Horsepower.
His username. Yeah.
Don't get pissed at me or anything, but I destroyed one of my fans.
Which one?
Take a wild guess.
The Ashby Park,
Yup.
Farmington.
No.
Which one?
The Ashby Park.
I said that first. Wait, where is it?
Gone.
Oh,
I destroyed it for one of 3 reasons. Number 1,
did you?
the blade broke off finally. Number 2, I wanted my motor back out of it. Number 3, I got a replacement coming.
It sucks that you might not be able to convert that to pole chain because I really love the pole chain convert. The pole chain.
Oh, I kept the parts from the
modification.
van. I just got rid of the blades.
Huh?
I just got rid of the blades.
But you still have the fan, right?
I had the
The
motor.
Do you have the light?
No.
So all you got out of it is the motor?
Yep.
Oh. Did you keep the light sockets, right?
Well, yeah, I kept those.
But I really will miss seeing the pole chain convert modification to it too.
I'm pretty sure I can unpull chain my Farmington and make that a remote fan, but I'm not going to do that.
I'm gonna keep
The
my
Farmington's
Huntington
motor.
as pole chain.
Farmington's motor burnt a coil and now it don't work no more.
What?
The Farmington burnt a coil. It burned itself out.
Wait, can you show me if you can?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me make sure that the power's on. Let me try it again, maybe. Yeah, doesn't even move. Doesn't even move no more. The switch is on the bottom, too.
Are you kidding me?
It's dead.
That's just nice.
I still got this little fan, which I actually broke that too by accident. It was a complete accident, but I fixed it.
Well, I'm gonna miss seeing that Farmington run now.
I mean, I could motor swap it. It just take a little bit of time.
Are you able to do it though?
Possibly.
If my Huntington motor fried, I've been upset because
Actually,
those.
I don't think it's fried, to be honest. I think there just might be something wrong with the switch. Like the reverse switch.
Or did you check up in your wiring and see if the fan wire wind up disconnecting?
No, because if it was disconnected, the light wouldn't work.
I mean, my Capri had the same problem, but because I didn't really, because I know that I did twist them together, but my Capri came undone. My Capri's fan wire came undone, but the light was still working. And I was like, oh no. And I looked in the canopy, the fan wire actually frayed
I just
out.
noticed something. I'm an idiot.
I had to restrip that wire.
Me and Skylar did a little stupid skit yesterday. And it wasn't
What
really
is
stupid,
it?
it was a fun skit. And I think I forgot to put the switch. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's not blown. I thought it was blown.
Is it spinning or no?
Yeah, it's spinning now. think it fixed itself finally. It was burnt. I did smell. That's
I was about
odd.
to be like, check and see if it was your capacitor. I was about to check. I
I've
was about to
replaced the
ask.
capacitor so many times, I don't even feel like checking it no more.
Yeah. If your fan don't work, that's the reason why.
And the good thing is, it ain't gonna shock nobody no more.
How was it shocking though?
Ah, that's blinding to the face. I don't know. Ever since my door hit me in the head, I've been moving a lot slower and talking a lot
So
weirder.
did you know that my Huntington was the capacitor was back then before I replaced the capacitor, the Huntington that fan was actually getting a little bit slower again, and it was slowing down even more.
Get rid of that. Oh God!
Like the medium speed was slower than what it was before. Like the medium speed went very, very slow, like kind of like a low speed a little bit. And that does suck sometimes.
Oh, I'm gonna have to take the fan back down and put this decorative ring back on there.
I wish I can replace my Centerville
I'm
though.
gonna have to put this decorative ring on there. I guess I can do that real quick.
I do honestly wish I can replace my Centerville, but I'm in a rental home, so I cannot.
Oh, my decorative ring back up there because it looks stupid.
I need to.
Wait,
I need to ask the landlord
Where's my
because
actual decorative
I'm a
ring?
ceiling fan collector. I might have to ask him if I will be able to replace the ceiling fan. But if he says yes, I would have done it. Like I would like tear down the setup. Like I'll just tear down my spot where the Huntington's at. I would like
Yeah, I'm gonna
just
put my decorative.
I might actually just say I'm not doing that anymore, and then I'm gonna actually put my Huntington with the actual original blades in the Centerville spot. But if the box fails,
Don't
I'll have
take a
to.
picture, please.
Huh?
Do not take a picture of my behind, please.
Wait, before you said that, what were you actually saying?
I said, please do not take a picture of my behind, please. That's just weird.
All right. I would not do it anyways.
I got too much junk in the trunk. You know what I mean? I'm fat.
And you know what? The thing is I might wind up asking the landlord, but my dad was just saying no. But I'm gonna try to ask the landlord if I put your ceiling fan, like put the Centerville back up. I'm gonna ask him if that's all right if I change out the ceiling fan because I'm a ceiling fan collector. If I like changed out what the fan I want to try new. And if he says yes, I would done it. But if he says no,
Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. You were
I have
staring at a piece of wood for a minute.
I'm gonna try to ask the landlord. Next time I see him again, I'm gonna ask him about the ceiling fan. I'm not gonna risk my butt getting in trouble by that.
All right, I'm back.
And did you know that my Huntington's my Centerville's wired to the stud?
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Do I sound different to you guys?
No.
You sure about that? I
Yeah.
don't sound as energetic as I used to.
You still sound the same to me.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, you still sound the same.
Yeah, but you know how I'm not bouncing around my room this time?
Yeah, I don't see you doing that.
Fuck. Pardon my language. It's a new freaking
And
pill
you
I'm
know
on.
what? You know what? I want to see if it's all right with the landlord if I can actually change out the ceiling fan because I'm a ceiling fan collector. I want to ask him if I can actually change out the ceiling fan.
Once you guys physically buy the house, you guys can basically do whatever you want to that damn house. God, I need to stop.
Well, there is no option to buy the house. It just said for rent. My dad drove
Don't worry,
by it, and then
don't worry. He'll put it up for sale one day.
and it's
what
also
they
a
did
good
with
thing.
the old
It's
house I
also,
lived in. They
I mean,
put it
it's
for rent,
also
moved
a
out, they sold it.
huh?
Because the house I used to live in, the one that's in the heart of my town, aka the bad side of my town, when we moved out because we didn't keep up on rent, they as soon as we moved out, they put the house up for sale and it's been sold ever since. Ever since before 2011, we used to live in that house, but now, and God don't know. Oh, that's right.
And that's what
I
I don't like
remember there
about
was a ghost in
rentals.
that
I mean,
house too.
this is what I don't like about rentals. I mean, eventually, like I'm like still worried till right now, which I am worried till this day that they're gonna pull the rug underneath our feet and kick us out and sell the
Did
house.
to me.
Because like that happened to my one of my friends at the school. They pulled the rug
Fox
out
Max
from
Live
underneath
just
their
ended.
feet
The hell was that?
and basically sold the house.
What happened?
Fox Max
And
just ended
they were
his
screwed.
live.
Why?
Probably because it was getting late.
Like when
Yeah, I
when
noticed you weren't there, but then I figured out you were in Adam's live.
I heard that my dad was getting a rental, and I was like, oh no, not this again. And then
Yeah, my mom's
I don't.
heating the oven right now. She's gonna cook tater tots and fish stick.
I mean, I do like rent. I do like the house, but I don't like it's a rental. I'm just happy we have a house. But I cannot change out the bedroom ceiling fan, so I have to do it on my desk instead, the ceiling. Like if I was actually allowed to change out the ceiling fan in my
I'm
room,
pissed off now.
if I was allowed to change out the ceiling fan in my room, would I have a ceiling fan on my desk? No, I would not have a ceiling fan on my desk if I was allowed to change out my bedroom fan. Because I would actually have it on the ceiling and not my desk.
Heaters and fans, I'm actually agitated now.
But why?
Because I told you guys I was going to come back, but no. Frick Summit.
Well, I wasn't in the stream anymore. I actually left because it was starting to get boring there.
It wasn't. Yeah, because I wasn't there.
Actually, no, everyone was leaving.
No, not everybody. People were staying there.
Just everyone was just getting thrown backstage and let back in. It was kind of becoming a.
You might be doing a take two.
I don't think so.
I'm not going live as much anymore. I'm gonna eventually quit
Here,
live
I'm
streaming
playing on
now.
it, actually.
You know,
Eventually,
I'm
I'm gonna stop live streaming
Y'all
because
can have fun. See
people
y'all.
want to be idiots and then
I'm
start
gonna
trying to
delete
get me
your YouTube
terminated.
channel
So
because
that's
no
why
one's
I'm not
gonna
going to go
stop
live
living.
as much anymore.
Tired of my friends not going in his live
Like
as much as they used to.
it's going to be rare for me to go
Well,
live,
you
but
can't just go live every single day of the week.
You can't go live on weekends when you don't have school?
I mean, I could, but it gets boring after doing it for every single
What do
day.
you expect? They're live
And you know
streams.
what?
It ain't always gonna be fun.
They're never fun.
Well, you gotta find a way to make them fun. Why do
And
you
you
think
know-
I keep going
Well,
live?
I really go live, so because
I
people being
sometimes
idiots,
go live, but not often.
No,
because
you
people
can't
are
go
being
live.
idiots, I'm barely going live now. I'm like,
And
it's
apparently,
just
I have to every
it's just
single
rare
day.
for me. Like, I'm gonna
And
probably
I
like
don't
try to
want
do it
go
once
live
a
every
month
single
now.
day.
I'm doing live streams like once a month now, basically, unless if I get a ceiling fan for that time.
I might
But-
stream that much too.
But I'm not gonna have people spamming in my freaking live
Also, I'm
and
planning on
private
stopping live
chat.
too because of drama.
and people impersonating my friends and
Also,
then
I
try to
want
get
go
me
live
terminated.
every
I'm not
single day of the
allowing that.
weekend because they get boring. So I'm not planning on doing them anymore because I want to find something better to do. And there is better things.
What?
To do.
Just sit there and be silent all day?
Watch YouTube, play
To
Roblox.
be honest, YouTube's crap now. That's why I might quit.
Actually, it's not for me. The videos are actually kind of good, and Roblox is actually quite fun too.
And you know what?
Driver.
Like I'm barely uploading videos because people are
And
causing
also,
drama.
hang
on
out
the
with friends in
thing.
real life.
Hey,
And you know what? I'm not dealing with this anymore. So that's why I said no. I'm not doing this. I'm done. I'm sick and tired of this.
Because I
I'm
mean,
not
just
dealing with
staring
this.
at a screen all day, watching circles move around people is not that productive.
I'm like I'm not dealing with this freaking bull crap anymore. So that's why I said you know
also
what?
not productive, just sitting there doing nothing.
I mean that's why I said you
Well,
know
I mean,
what?
if I can get more
not
work
doing
done
this
at
bull crap.
school and stuff.
Oh, I hate school. That's why I quit.
Well, if you don't do school,
Jeez.
good luck getting a job.
Alright, I'm gonna grab some batteries for my camera.
Because, like, I don't want to go live every single day. It's getting really boring, and I'm getting sick of it. Like, every single day. In fact, I'm thinking about just deleting my live channel completely.
I'm not really going live as much anymore though.
I'm planning on not going to. I'm actually going to start, like, not living as often. I might do, like, one a week.
And you know what? Now
Or maybe I'll
for
do what you did, just one per month.
and now I
I
want
don't
to
even do hangouts anymore. I'm just gonna go live when like an event is happening. I'm doing a countdown.
and you know what? I've actually been dealing with I've actually been
Because I'm
doing,
getting sick of doing hangouts every single day. Like friends don't hang
you
out
know
every
what?
single day. There's some days where they do something else.
and you know what?
And it's also
might,
for a really long time, like the full day. It's like 10 hours straight. That is a little too much.
And you know what? I've actually and you know I've actually been being careful, like been also warning with people with what they do with their ceiling fan, and they have to be careful because I saw
In fact, I
some
might just
do,
unlink my StreamYard account from, like, I'm planning on it actually. I'm planning.
like I saw someone like doing this, like their have to
And
be
plus, not that
open.
much people even want me to live. Just 2 people out of the like 250, like over 200 subscribers I have.
Live down there. Stay out of the camera, guys. Just filming a
I've
little
actually
bit. At the Farmington right here.
and you know I've actually been like
A cap up there.
letting other people know,
It's like I'm
like,
asked to do a live every 5 seconds.
Grab the blade.
like I've actually been like letting like I've actually saw a Lilton running with the missing blade on high speed, and it's not on a fan rated box though, and it that was dangerous. They ran on high, and they could have broken their box, and their fan could have fallen down.
Alright, well,
And you know,
So I'm getting 6 of
That's
the
not
hangouts
safe.
every day.
Like that's not safe to run a ceiling fan with the missing blade at all. It ain't safe. Like I want to let everyone here know, if you think about running a ceiling fan with a missing blade, how much missing blade you got
Another video.
to off balance your fan.
There's my
Don't
friend
do it
Daz,
because
Adam Haas.
your fan could fall down, and if your fan like falls down, you're screwed basically. So,
why is it crappy, you
and I
ask?
might actually do a video about that after the live stream ends.
Loud, obnoxious,
Like why you should be very careful with your ceiling fan. Whatever you do with your ceiling fan, you got to be careful what you do whatsoever.
Yeah. Hold on. I have to redo that again.
Yeah. I just want to let all of you guys know.
Okay. I'm going to be making a video, so you might want to be a little bit quiet here.
Can you just mute your speaker?
You guys can talk if you want. I ain't stopping nobody. Okay. I'm back with the
What I do usually when I'm screen video, I just mute my speakers.
It's loud, obnoxious, wobbles sometimes. It's kind of rare for a Farmington. And because the light gets loose, because that's safe. And because there's not a box up there. It's just hanging by the wire, so it's basically able to do this. Which ain't that good, and it is pretty fast. This video might not be that long. Is that yellow tape on my ceiling? It's still there. Wow, that's a shocker. Yeah, you know what? I ain't got ceiling fan by wires, by the way. Yeah, listen how loud that is. I know the capacitor ain't bad, but let's check the blade angle, shall we? Yeah, it's actually not that. Yeah, look at that. It's a little off. Doing one of those. Yeah, I'm just wobbling a little bit. Farmington's how they like to wobble. That's loose. Let me tighten that. Yeah, look at that. That's terrible. It's got that custom white down rod for the ladies. I'm just kidding. But I got one curly whirly right there. LED right there. That's a crappy LED. Look at that thing. Yeah, no, that's gonna destroy my camera. But yeah, there's the light on. It's actually not a bad fan. I do say so myself, but yeah, that's a crappy LED. The LEDs, they suck. That's why. You know what? Here's how bad they suck. You see this? That's right. Screw you, LED bulb. You might do that to the other ones too. Nope, that one's. No, okay, I'm not gonna do it to those. I need to see in here. Yeah, that's the Farmington. Peace. Alright, I'm done with that video. See how that went.
I'm going to be doing a video, like, after the stream ends. I'm going to have to go and then do a video why you should be why you should be cautious of what you do with your ceiling fan.
Okay. I'm back with the shitty Farmington.
And you know what? Everyone should be cautious of what they do with their ceiling fan, because if they basically like run their ceiling fan with missing blade, that's horrible. Don't ever do that, people. If you plan on doing that, don't do it.
Don't pull me, guys.
I mean, you guys should not run a ceiling fan.
Oh, I'm guessing he's ending the live now. Oh, he's gone.
And you know what? It's dangerous.